Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Tyranids Purification Plant, blue team. YZ with a Mekboy, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, there he goes. With a bunch of Orky gadgets alongside superDEPRESSEdSanya as a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, infiltrate, disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support. Rounding off the team, it's the line. As a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. Is it some good old Black Legion? It is. Red team, Kingfisher's Force Commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee, a versatile frontline hero with the Black Templars elite scheme. And some Imperial Guard alongside Shoris as an Inquisitor, an offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. And rounding off the team, Toruello as a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield and could shoot his own fellas in the head. This is the Armageddon Steel Legion elite scheme, chasing down the Mekboy on the west side here. Got some guardsmen backing him up with their las guns, but now the Lord Commissar has to run, and the triple guardsmen are going to be left to fend for themselves. Kicking off on the east side, I see. Force Commander in amongst a whole bunch of heretics. Chaos Lord chasing off the tactical marines. Seems like they got themselves into a bad spot there. Some heretics run now. Chaos Lord now trying to chase down the scouts who are being shot up by Tyranids. Cheeky little flank from Sanya. Kills one scout. Now a backup in the form of Shoris helping out Kingfisher. Inquisitor gets a special attack. Now Hammer of the Witches on the Lictor Alpha's head. Sentinel meanwhile getting shots in, of course. Chaos Lord, all he can go after, I guess, is one of these heroes. Hormagaunt trying to bash power. Shotgun scouts are up. Are they going to blast the Hormagaunts? They are. And now they're trying to repair the power node there. Not a bad shout. Chaos Lord still chasing around that Force Commander. That 26 DPS power sword he's got. Very impressive looking weapon that Chaos Lord starts with. Awesome weapon model he's got. Special attack there, knocks down a bunch of guardsmen. The Western VP not taken yet by anyone. Has not been capped. There's the Lictor Alpha's flesh hook. Can he kill that fella? Does kill that fella. Has around a 60 DPS melee, I think, by default. The Lictor Alpha, it's a lot. Doesn't have a ranged sidearm, of course. Chaos Lord getting very low. Tried to get a kill to weak. Scout trying to chase and take him down. Might be able to do so. I think he's far enough away. Maybe down to 13 hit points. Yeah, looks like it's going to be alright. That's a well-judged fight there, by the way, by a line guy. Has triple heretics with all of them packing grenade launchers. On the west side, some brave guardsmen be capping. Lord Commissar is back. Mekboy coming out of base. He's got a decent army as well. Sluggers, double shooters, and looters with a war banner going up that'll passively buff nearby Orks. Looters with that death gun. There's that passive buff. You can activate it for a small but long-lasting buff. There it is. So you can activate it and then run into combat somewhere else. Lord Commissar maybe arriving a little bit too soon, and there's electric armor. Messing up those guardsmen in the backline, and the Lord Commissar went down. So did the Sentinel. Really bad engagement for Toruello. Has quad guardsmen, by the way. Yeah, I mean, you want to lead with your Commissar, but if you lead too far ahead, he just takes too much damage before all the las guns can come in and stuff. Can be a tricky thing to time. Pathogen Devils on the field now for Shoris. With shotguns and a bunch of tricks, including a shotgun blast, as you saw there. You can also plant explosives and fire a grenade launcher. Looks like there's pheromones in there from the Lictor Alpha. Pheromone cloud. And adrenal glands are in for some basic stat boosts. Devastator's covering this attempted power bash. May need to push up a bit more to facilitate it, though. Lictor Alpha gets the Force Commander off the field and then gets suppressed and maybe taken down. Yes, taken down. Force Commander levels up as he flees into level 2 with Artificer Armor for some more durability in the field. Heretics all getting aspiring champions now. He has a bolt gun. I think it's like single target DPS, but it's not bad. There's that grenade launcher barrage, and there's a las turret out back there. Yeah, grenade launchers will just rip through those devastators that they try to set up there. Almost whacked them, and the guardsmen certainly don't want to stick around with the grenade launchers coming in. Pathogen's being chased off by Hormagaunts. Here comes the stomp. It's nicely done. Pathogens must flee though, and flame attacks coming in. Popping their Kraken bolts, dealing extra damage to heavy infantry such as this warrior brood here, who are sent packing very close to dropping a model, which would have sent a synapse backlash going through the lines here. Hormagaunts dealt with as well. Force Commander gets crippled. Seems to be doing a lot of good work here, the Force Commander. Now the Inquisitor shows up and grabs the crossbow bolt pistol. West side looking very blue. In fact, Mekboy able to get all the way through, bash this power and steal it. Looters are now covering it, using hide the guns to infiltrate. Gonna get flanked though, aren't they? All these fellas with their sergeants, up to 9 models. And on the northeast, natural power for red, a power bash is in the footing. There's the crossbow bolt pistol doing its thing with crippling volley. Those scouts don't have a sergeant. It's a nice... Oh, they do have a sergeant. Did they chuck a grenade there and I completely missed it? Maybe. Lictor Alpha comes in, levels up, chucks down their pheromone cloud. Those guys were reinforcing off it momentarily, but I think these guys are maybe too far away from it now, or it wore off or something. Chaos Lord down. Lictor Alpha, how are you doing, bud? I think he's okay. Inquisitor tries to chase. 33 range, 31.5 DPS on that crossbow bolt pistol, which is pretty good. That's a hell of a stomp. That's a big old stomp there. Another warrior brood in, this time with the Barb Strangler. And a third warrior brood on the way. I don't remember ever seeing triple warrior broods in tier 1. Or any tier. Must be a mistake, but we'll see if it gets corrected or not. For those that don't know, play the... Oh, there it goes. It got cancelled. For those that don't play, you can put a squad on Overwatch, as it were, and have them be produced as soon as you have the resources, which is often why you see units coming out that they don't intend to come out. Just leave them on Overwatch. That Tactical Marine squad, very lucky to get away with 2 models there. Very messy fights, but the Space Marines come out victorious for now, with the Force Commander. And Devastator's pushing up to support this decap here. Over on the west side, Guardsmen not interested in capping because there's a bunch of Orks with double war banners and a whole bunch of Daka. And very scary electric armor as well. There's the, I think they call it Frazzle, don't they still? When it gets activated, which is a bit of a weird name for it. Plasma Guardsmen, a whole bunch of them. Spent out on this. Is it worth getting against Orks at this stage? Seems like a lot to spend. Some support now from Shoris' Sentinel. Oh, there's the zap chucked in by the Weird Boy, though. This guy excels at dealing with clumps of infantry. Has some good support, too. And there's Warphead for the Foot of Gork. That basic attack, though, just devastating. There's electric armor in the back. Hammer of the Witches is going to get him. There's a Stomp as well. Can they focus him down? There's the Foot of Gork. That guy had a bad day, but he lives. It's a big chunk of damage, knockback, and a stun as well. Looks like a bunker coming in. Not a bunker. I lied to you. It's Stormtroopers from Shoris. And more Stormtroopers on the way. That's a unique call-in for the Inquisitor. She can also call in the Bane Wolf, of course. 471 to 329. Those fellas okay? No, they don't want to try and cap again, apparently. Sluggers do have their Knob Leader and their Burners, so they are a massive threat in melee now. Back towards the east side, though. Bloodletters on the field. Double Bloodletters, in fact, for Line Guy here. Demons with power melee weapons that can teleport. Can worship them to great effect. And a big push on the power here. It's a massive clump of heretics, isn't it? That is so tempting to grenade or something. Are there still scouts? Yes, there are still scouts with a sergeant. Force Commander is down, though. Just got repurchased. 471 to 302. Can they finish the power bash? I think there was some friendly grenade launcher knockback there on those Tyranids. Toruello's come all the way from the west side to try and help with this big flank assault squad jumping in. Already taken a bunch of damage, a staggered jump for more knockback, and a Hell Fury strike dropped in there. That is absolutely devastating. Those heretics were all worshipping, and they couldn't stop the worship quickly enough. Bloodletter's White. What a flank. What a Hell Fury. And more Bloodletter's White. Line guy all of a sudden down to Plague Marines. He lost triple heretics and double Bloodletters in that. That was insane. Don't know what he's saying, but he's smiling about it. 471 to 271 on the VPs. Plague Marines flee. Can the Chaos Lord recover? No war gear on this fella, by the way. West side is blue, and they do have the VP lead, so maybe there's time to recover here. Gretchens are up for YZ. Little orc fellas that you can call in. It's a whole bunch of war banners, eh? Why not? Force Commander now has a Thunderhammer for that awesome disruption weapon. And it's no slouch in raw DPS as well. 62.5 power melee. They have nerfed the damage of that big 360 knockback special attack though over the years. Wanted to be focused more on disruption rather than just like raw area of effect damage, I think. Which is fair enough. It was considered the go-to weapon for a while. Now you see much more variation on the Force Commander. So I guess it had the intended effect. Flame attacks are bashing, and they may get a full bash and a decap here. But that's a lot of stuff. Orks coming to say hello with a Void Boy and some Shooter Boys and Sluggers, and they've all been buffed by those towers. That's why they're moving so quickly. It does last like 30 seconds, I think, the buff. Warpath is on. So there was also some Warpath speed maybe as well. Stomp from the Sentinel in amongst a Warp Vomit as well. Is that Toxic Cysts? Yeah, that's what that Grenade Decorator is. Also has Toxin Miasma. So lots of damage over time potentially from this Lictor Alpha. Force Commander, you okay, bud? I think he's alright. Oh, maybe not. Sluggers in retreat path. Trying to cut him off. And they get him. Down goes the Force Commander. That should have been a decent chunk of XP for those fellas. 464 to 214 on the VPs. The west side is now turned blue. Sorry, red. Since YZ obviously went over to the east side. And these war banners are going down. Falling apart, look. Like this kind of staggered, gradual destruction of these things. I don't see that in a lot of objects in the game. Mekboy melees them with these orky left hooks. Just overhand gun smashes as well. That's been quite painful. 446 to 214. Weird Boys here to do weird things. And a whole bunch of other orcs as well. Back to the east side. Another Hell Fury was dropped in, looks like. Assault Squad have their Sergeant. Can they jump and finish off the Lictor? They really should have, I feel like, but they didn't. They had the energy to do so. The Chaos Lord, by the way, has neglected anything else in Tier 2, gone straight to Tier 3, and the Chaos Lord falls over. Level 3, though. Kingfisher asking for a revive. And looks like he's going to get it. Lord Commissar. He's been down for a while, I think, right? Over there. Here comes a Stormblade. There's Tier 3 for Kingfisher. Sanya now the only play in Tier 2. Getting double Hormagaunts out, which is interesting. Maybe looking for some flanks. Sentinel trying to decap. A very cheeky decap here. We have melee Synapse Warrior Brood. Maybe that's why. Trying to take advantage of this. With double Hormagaunts coming out. Got that pheromone support as well. And that was an Electroshock Grubs messing up the Sentinel. Can it get away? Grenades. Completely miss everything. Should have tried to chuck them in different places. Oh, the Sentinel needed to keep moving there. Did not do so. Oh well. YZ now has some flash kits. What is this? Some sneaky guardsmen going for the VP. On the east side, Chaos Terminators are up. Power fisting the Tactical Marines. Only kill one of them. And now they have to face Assault Terminators. And turns out they did not want to do that. Assault Terminators are unique to the Force Commander. Start out with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Big bucket of hit points, but they can get Lightning Claws and become frighteningly effective against infantry. In this state, they're kind of anti-everything. They can hurt vehicles with those Thunderhammers. What is this? Big power push from Sanya. Lictor Alpha goes down. And they didn't actually bash anything, or did it get repurchased? I don't think they bashed anything fully. There's the Stormblade then, with the massive plasma blast gun, I'm told, is what that's called. Can't actually turn that turret, it's too big. You need to turn the whole thing. Hey, we have a Da Boy's Hut for some more area of effect buffs. All stacking up with these towers and stuff. That could be nasty. Flash kits don't have their blasters though. I guess they just want to ducker the guardsmen down. I wonder if those guardsmen can trade with them quite well because they got plasmas and flash kits. Flash kits are heavy infantry. There's the big overcharged plasma shot. Shuts down the weapons on the Stormblade for a while, but now it can do its regular shot straight after. I didn't seem too bothered by it, to be honest. 427 to 158. 2-1 for blue. Hell Fury dropped as well. YZ is eventually persuaded to leave the area. Got some Kassakin up for Toruello. What's going on east side? All sorts of gubbins. Merciless Strike. Assault Squad trying to chase down the Warrior Brood with the Barbed Strangler. Assault Terminators mopping things up alongside the disruption of that Force Commander in there. Very effective little combo. Especially since they are inspiring on kill, those Terminators. And it's very easy for them to kill little Termagants and stuff. And down goes the Lictor Alpha again. Back to the west side. Stormblade still going. Got hit with something. Grubs, maybe? Oh, maybe that was just the overcharge. And boom. Poor Gretchens. Some more Plague Marines now for the Chaos Lord. He just repurchased himself. I wonder if he wants to get his own claws to fight the Terminators. Weird that he's getting Plague Marines. Why would you get Plague Marines? Because of the Baneblade and stuff, maybe. But he's on the other side. He needs to focus on fighting those Terminators. Get some Bloodletters up, or Marco Zink CSM, or probably both, to be honest. Because those guys got claws now. 427 to 124. Stormblade showing rear armor. Sluggers are ready to leave. Beamy Looters getting good shots in. This thing's going to go down. 60 hit points it has there and survives, maybe. The Weird Boy may be able to finish it. Weird Boy's now backing off. It's getting a bunch of repairs. Looks like it's going to be alright. And now we have a Baneblade from Shoris. East side looking very red at the moment. Not much he can do with two Plague Marines against those Terminators. And he got autocannon for his own Terminators, so he can't exactly fight them in melee very well. Yeah, Kingfisher can basically just roll through this Chaos Army, which is why they're leaving, I guess. But they might end up getting flanked massively. They're going to go after this Baneblade, maybe. I don't know what these guys are doing. Why are they meleeing it? Just being annoying, perhaps. There's the Demolisher Cannon. One-to-one cap. The Stormblade did survive. These guys can't chase, apparently. Chaos Lord, still no War Gear level 4. Terminator's having to teleport away, and he ate a big Plasma Blast Gun shot. And those Kassakin have plasmas as well. 410 to 124. Lightning Claws will just chew through all infantry in the game. Lictor Alpha busy stealing the VP. No, it's his own VP he's taking back. Can they finish off these Chaos Terminators? I mean, maybe. Actually, quite possibly. No help from the Tyranids. Down they go. Line guy now has gone for triple Plague Marines. No attempt to counter these Terminators really at all. Very odd. Kind of took it upon himself to hunt down the Baneblade, maybe. Not sure. Maybe we'll see some Death Splitters from Sanya. Flash Kits. You don't have your blasters yet, no. I've got a Battle Wagon. Baneblade slowly taking down the War Banners. Oh, there was a Tyranids formation up here. Stormblade not bothered by it though. 394 to 124. And the red team at the moment are looking really good. Got Terminators in play. Very dangerous Force Commanders already level 8. And 2 super heavy tanks. 2 heroes are down though. And the Lord Commissar's been down for so long. He's still level 1. IR, I think that's I-Res maybe? Throws up the Iron Halo. Can the blue team mount some kind of offensive? Tyrion is going up the east side at the moment. What is Line Guy going to do, the Chaos fella? On the west side with the triple Plague Marines. Chaos Lord himself is taking back the VP. Demolisher misses. I think he was expecting the Plague Marines to move up more maybe. Mekboy throws up his shield and tries to get the cap. Well, he gets the decap. That's well played. Plague Marines now take over. This is where they're good, digging in and trying to cap things and trade well. They're getting some shots, but they need some help. They're going to need some anti-vehicle help. Here's the Beamy Death Gun. Is it getting shots on the Stormblade? It is. 324 to 124. And we have sneaky Stormtroopers on the VP again. Big retreat. I guess as soon as they see those Claw Terminators, what are they going to do? They have to run. The level 9 Force Commander alone would be a handful. And those Assault Marines as well. Chaos Lord taking the VP back. Grenade is dodged. But here comes Kingfisher. And what are they going to do about it? Well, we've got a Neurothroat. That's something. There's the Paroxysm. Doing percentage-based damage over time and slowing you down slightly. Very effective against Terminators with their high health pools. Neurothroat flees. Chaos Lord. Gonna need to use Kill the Weak maybe. There it is. Good hit. Gets the cap and now needs to run. The cap is good. Is it worth the Lictor Alpha getting a power weapon? I mean, a 25% speed and damage reduction is quite nice. It's per model though, I think, isn't it? It might be worth just going and trying to get some power melee in there. The Scything Talons or something. Then he could also disrupt the Assault Marines. There's Pheromones. Those Formagants reinforcing as fast as they can. Not fast enough though to outpace the death from these claws. Kingfisher does not have a Librarian to get these guys out of here. There's Paroxysm. And there's an Orbital. Gets caught in his own Orbital, I think. Are these Terminators going to go down? This is a very avoidable loss if they do. And it looks like they will. It's a big loss there. As I said, an avoidable one, I feel like. And they... Oh, wait. Did one survive? Oh, one survived, look. One did survive. Okay. Back to the west side. Absolute destruction. Alien and Russ is in the field, already taken a whole bunch of damage. Warbanner's falling. The terrain is an absolute mess over here. And Brave Guardsman be capping. Blue team taking a natural back, maybe. Chaos Lord is level 5, goes for the Bloodmaw. For big disruption. Vergatus, and then gets flesh hooked and jumped on. Can she survive? A lot of attacks. She makes it out. Level 6. And there's a Land Raider Redeemer. Pushed up really far by Kingfisher. Terminator's reinforcing off it. Taking a bunch of damage though. Was that a good idea? This quad Sorry, 5 Plague Marines around somewhere. Most of them are getting shots in. It goes down. The Land Raider does not last long. Can a Neurothroat make it out though? It looks like they got buffed by the Mekboy, look. These guys got buffed by the Mekboy, so they were shooting faster. With more Daka. Battle Wagon, you okay there, bud? Assault Squad, they don't have a melter bomb. I thought they were jumping in to truck the melter bomb. Now they are retreating. They can't retreat to the Land Raider, of course. Terminators can't retreat at all, so I'm not sure what your plan is, fellas. Did they use their teleport? Just got stunned. Stuns are really, really bad for Terminators because they can't retreat away from them. There's a foot of Ork. That's going to be juicy. Big boom. Terminator's wiped. Leman Russ goes down. They still have a double cap though, the red team. Are they being too aggressive here? Should they have just sat on the natural and the contested? It was super aggressive by Kingfisher. They tried to push into this VP so much. We'll see if it pays off in the long run, but heavy losses for sure. Land Raider down and Terminators down. You can't, I mean, you can't get much heavier losses than that on 2 units. How about over here is blue. Can something retake the VP? Looks like the Chaos Lord is on it again. Level 6 with his Blood Maul. Chaos Terminators now. Some new ones onto the field trying to Power Fist the Bane Blade down. Force Commander's not happy. Level 10 Force Commander, by the way. A double cap for red. And blue team claw this back. Carnifex going to go stomping out for Sanya. Ogrins, another Leman Russ. Some Cataclysm there to knock those guys back. Purgatus is nicely done. Stops those Plague Marines chasing. Not that Plague Marines are very good at chasing. The Lord Commissar is still down. What is going on? It's only 250 to revive that guy. Surely it's worth it. Tyranno formation. Surely Shoris can go and revive him many, many times by now. Very strange. Baneblade now facing down multiple Plague Marines and Chaos Terminators. They don't have their autocannon though. Oh hey, Manticore Strike. Some good hits. Chaos Terminators thought about pushing forward but decided against it. These guys have plasma. Level 4 attacks. Baneblade survives for now. Stormblade still going. That's the same Stormblade, right? I think it is. Yeah. Kingfisher, are you going to call more Terminators in maybe? Not sure what else he's waiting for. 41 to 124. Blue team need to get their asses on a VP. They've got big rosters. They need to get onto a VP. Ogrins with their Bonehead leader. Baneblade pushed all the way back with 129 hit points, but survives. Carnifex already low on health with the Venom Cannon. Getting some good damage though. Leman Russ goes down. And look at the damage on the Stormblade now. Kimi Looters with more Daka. And that Venom Cannon. And now Warrior Brood with heavy melee. Down it goes. Mekboy was getting ready to use Mega Rumbler as well. I don't think they needed it. There's an Orbital. Orbital doesn't hit that much. But can they cap? Rocket Run says no. 13 to 124. A 1-to-1 cap. Blue team need to just send everything to the west side. Desperation time now. On 13 VPs. Unless the Lictor Alpha can be very sneaky and get through onto the natural VP. What is on there? Oh, there's Bullgrins on there though. Could be tricky. I think Shoris got those guys specifically to sit on the VP. Level 6 Inquisitor here. Gartus. Where is it? Doesn't have the energy to use it now. It's all gone into the Rosarius shield. Decapping tax. Fast capping units. Got a decap. That might be all they need. Oh, and red team are capping the west side. I think the game's over. There's some bloodlust. Maybe some more of that would have been good, actually, on the Plague Marines. Yep, double cap at the end. Looks like the players had some fun. Lord Commissar wasn't really involved. He's still down. Level 5 mech. Had a level 7 Lictor Alpha. Should he have got a power weapon? Maybe he had one at the end, I don't know. Level 7 Chaos Lord with a very strange spamming of Plague Marines. I didn't really understand that, but I mean, they did okay. What are their levels? They're all level 2. Or maybe all of them. Level 10 Force Commander. Had another Land Raider on the way. I thought maybe that was going to be a turning point when he pushed up and lost a bunch of stuff, but they kept their pressure going. Level 6 Inquisitor, for some reason, did not revive the Lord Commissar. I think he had a lot of opportunity to do so. And of course, our level 1 Lord Commissar just had a nice nap. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see ya next time.